Hello guys, Mark45 here, and this is a very unique video. As you know, I have done some Bendai figures in the past, most of them being Godzilla and Mechagodzilla and Kong and Ghidorah. Yeah, but I haven't really done anything outside of the multiverse. Oh my god, I haven't really done anything outside of the MonsterVerse, and I have been getting into anime recently. Yes. I finally cracked. I finally watch anime. Not that it really matters, but the series I kind of went to first when getting into anime is One Punch Man. And today I was at those Japanese, not Japanese. That's kind of biased. I went to one of those action figure collectible stores today just to pick up some Funko Pops to see what they had there, but instead I found this. They had this figure on sale for I think 30 bucks, so you know what, since I'm watching the series anyways, this is a Saitama, who is of course, One Punch Man, and I figured, you know what, let's give him a try to do it. Because I am quite familiar with Bendai figures already. And this is not an SH Monster Art figure. I want to put that disclaimer out there first. And also, this is my first Bendai figure that is not a MonsterVerse figure. So this will probably not sit with my MonsterVerse SH Monster Art stuff. I'll figure out a place to put this. But in the meantime, let's take a look at this figure. This is a full proper figure review that I haven't done in a while because I've just been so loaded up with Funko Pops. So let's do this. So One Punch Man DXF premium figure Saitama with Mateza metallic colors. So there's that. Of course, by Bendai, you got the One Punch Man up there. This is what we got on the side, and you got the weird, boring text at the bottom that no one cares about. And that's pretty much it for the box. So let's crack this box open and take a look at that figure, shall we? Let's do it. Get this figure out. Oh, he's kind of wrapped in this tape. Alright. Funny. Let's see. Alright, so it only comes in 2 pieces, thank God. I made that mistake. I bought myself a Boba Fett and Mandalorian figure from Bendai, but turns out those were those assembly kits, so as you figured out, I needed to build those things, and I just didn't have the time for it, so I ended up canceling that video, but not this one. Oh my god, this one's actually very straightforward. This should take no time at all to assemble. That's probably priority, so these are figures that can take a little more damage, if you know what I mean. So I really thought you would have an extra excessive head that you could swap out for a different expression, but I guess not. There's only one. Alright, I've got the figure assembled, and we are ready to go and start taking a look at it and see what I think. Now, I want to open with this statement. Obviously, having seen One Punch Man, I'm still a little bit fresh to this kind of stuff. Like, obviously, I know the basic story and stuff, but I'm not, like, completely invested and I have a complete understanding of everything going on in the story. So if I make some mistakes, please just correct me kindly in the comments. Don't go after me, please. And yeah, and I bring this up because obviously I know One Punch Man from the anime, from the cartoon, dare I say, and we haven't exactly seen a live action Saitama. And this just seems, I guess, like if this was a live action Saitama, it would look exactly like that. So my first impressions of it, a little bit on the creepy side. Because obviously in the show we have some of his happy expressions. He's kind of looks like a normal, what you get out of a normal cartoon made style character. However, with this, obviously it's a physical figure, it's an IRL thing. You can kind of see his face. To me, it's not bad, but it does have that little creepy factor, if you know what I'm saying. First thing I want to give compliments to about this thing, the cape. The cape, I love how they went with just this flowing motion. The cape is just flying, but he's just flying against the turbulence of the wind. It's just blowing back. Instead of just having the cape, you know, drip down normally like a normal superhero thing, the cape is just flying back. That is a good choice. Actually, it works well because given all his intense fighting styles and his intense fighting movements in the show, that works. Of course, for that to happen, they'll need this rod to hold it up. And I think something they could have done instead of keeping it a black color is making it clear or transparent. Obviously, you'll still see it, but of course it's not so noticeable. It's less presentable. It makes it look a lot more impressive with the cape just flying out like that without anything supporting it. But it's still good that they have something like that to hold up the figure in the first place, so I think that's definitely a win. Colors are very simplistic. You've got the cape, which is white. You've got his main suit, which is gold, and then you've got, of course, the boots and gloves in a dark brownish red color. Something I think is pretty simplistic. Of course, is following the show, but with this, as far as this figure is concerned, that's some pretty good paint job. And there is some texture. You can actually see some of his muscle lines throughout the figure, so that's some paying attention to details, of course. And his position, I guess it works well with his pose. He's just walking back like that. And then, of course, his face, if I can bring a little bit closer for you guys to see. There's his face, and this is what I mean by that little creepy factor. I'm not saying it's terrible, but something about it seems a little off. But don't quote me on that. I just think, for me personally, especially that expression, it just seems a little off. I think if he did like one of his smiley faces, maybe a little more happier expression, it's not bad. Just for me personally, it just seems a little off. Needless to say, this figure is meant to just be put on the table, put on the shelf, put on the desk, put on the, I don't know, hopefully not the floor, but this is of course a figure that is made to be put on display. Obviously, there's zero play features to this thing because this is something kids shouldn't be collecting. This toy is made for adult collectors, period. Do I think it's worth it? Well, I did get it because of a sale, but normal price could obviously make some work, but I think the discounts definitely made it better, so I think it's worth it if you get this at a discount for sure. Obviously, I can't compare this to Funko Pops. This is a completely different thing, and having done previous Bendai stuff, the Godzilla stuff, definitely this is good. I'd take these figures over the ones where you gotta build, because those just require the special glue and a lot of time and patience to get those figures assembled. Simplistic figures like this, where you can just slap on the cape, slap on that, and you're good. Just like that, or better, the Godzilla figures, the SH Monster Art stuff, it all comes complete as a whole figure. I think these are way better. Obviously, there are pros and cons to building. Obviously, building is the fun part and all that, but for me personally, something just simplistic like this is good. So I do think this figure is very good. If you are into One Punch Man, definitely get this figure. I think this will look pretty good next to my PC. Maybe it can be the same for you guys. I mean, if I think it looks pretty well on the coffee table in the middle of the room. I don't know. I don't know. My environment, of course, is very different from your environment, so I can't give everyone's perspective. But yeah, so if you're into One Punch Man, definitely get this figure. I say also get the One Punch Man Funko Pops as well, because they're actually not bad. There's my review. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you want to check out some of the other Bendai stuff I did, such as the SH Monster Arts Godzilla sub, click. They should be available in the end screen. So there's that, and thank you for watching. Subscribe, like the video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.